welcome back to Gin Reviews of Middle Tennessee. Alright, so tonight we're going to do things a little bit different here. I'm so excited for this. I have been waiting to do this for a while, and tonight's the night. So let's dive in. We're going back to Vermont, and if you remember, we did the Barr for Caledonia spirits, and they just use juniper and their raw honey that they produce on site. So what they did is they made a new American oak style bourbon barrel blended. I'm sorry, not blended, but they they stored it in their oak barrels, and they casted it. Cask? Yeah, I think that's the word. So here's the bottle right here. Look at that beautiful bottle from good old Vermont, landcrafted in the heart of Vermont, in Montpelier, which would be the capital, as we remember, in our third grade geography class. All right, so on the bottle, on the side here, it says, "The story of Barr Hill begins with a distiller and a beekeeper." Now, we read this before about the beekeeper and the distiller, and they got together and they made this amazing gin. We're going to do like a little taste test here on both of them and see which one I like more and which one is more appealing. I'm gonna go and say this guy here is going to be amazing in an old-fashioned, cocktails of that sort. And this one here, I already have done. But I did do the bee's knees with this guy here, and it is phenomenal. Phenomenal! For just 2 botanicals. I mean, come on. Amazing. Well, I got a little more information here. So, we're going with the Tomcat Gin. Caledonia Spirits at 43%. What was this one at? I think the same. Oh, it is 43% on both of these guys. All right. It's aged, and it's an old Tom from grain, and like I said about 3 times already, honey and juniper are the only 2 botanical used. For their Tomcat Gin, Vermont-based Caledonia Spirits takes their Barr Hill gin and rests it in American oak barrels. Right. The gin itself is a rather simple gin. The ingredients work to great effect. It's a neutral spirit, and it only adds a juniper as a botanical. It is then sweetened with raw honey, and that's it. I love this. The sweetening involves an old style of gin known as Old Tom. I've gone over this in a few other videos, but let me catch you up if you haven't watched the older reviews, where the gin is sweetened after distillation. Traditionally, the adulteration was performed because the distillation equipment wasn't capable of making clean, truly neutral grain spirits that we're familiar with today. The flavor of the base was to be charitable, not always great, therefore distillers used botanical sweetening or whatever else they could to make it more palatable. Fortunately, in the 21st century, and in the case of this Tomcat Gin, Tomcat, I like how that says Tomcat instead of Old Tom. It's cool. It's no longer true. Tomcat Gin is made with high-quality modern products and the use of sweetening in barrels are done purely for the effect and flavor. Tomcat Gin has a deep amber hue, as we see. All right, so we're gonna open up this guy here, and I remember they put a wax seal on their bottle and a plastic seal too, so hey, love that knife. It is a very, very fun knife. Fun in the way, a chef would say fun to a knife. Alright, I got a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit here. It's opening up nicely. I see it, I think. There we go. I swear I could do this. Yeah! Alright. Let's see. First thing I want to do, well, let's do the cork test, since there is a cork in this little bastard of love right here. Let's pop it open and see what we get. You ready? With the wax seal broken? Yeah, alright. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's been on there too long. Oh, no, there it goes. Ready? Whew. Okay. Again, maybe it's on there too long. Now let's just... Okay, this one is really... Oh! Oh! Well, that one's for the books right there. And again, there's no editing in this, even if I punch myself in the face. Whoa. Okay, so the room here is... Wow. Slowly fragrant. It's... Wow, it's like a donut. Like a donut shop smell. Ooh. Alright, well, so already on the nose, just from the pop of the pop on the bottle here, I'm getting vanilla, like phantom vanilla. Maybe not even phantom, because the honey, you know, definitely has a vanilla-esque flavor. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's really nice. Alright, let's put the let's open this guy up and refresh. Damn. Again, I really enjoy this gin from Vermont, and I've been very excited to do this taste test here, and let's see what we get. So, let's see. I have an equal pour. We got our neat shots lined up right here and here. All right, well, let's go old. Let's reminisce here with the older bottle here that I have. All right, so on the nose, this guy here. Again, that honey is pronounced. But this one is more vanilla, like I was saying, more vanilla-esque, but I definitely could smell like the smokiness of the barrel at the end. We're just gonna have to do this. Salute, cheers, eh? Oh gosh, it's so good. Wow. Okay. Well, we've done this review already, but let's go over it again. I'm getting... It's very bold. It's got... The juniper is coming in at the end part of the end of the burn. The burn is now traveling, and it's traveling well down the palate here. The honey is right away. It's forward honey taste, honey feel. It's almost like a syrup, like a syrup I would make for like dessert. On the front end of the palate and the tongue with the honey, and then at the end the juniper just it just pops, and it travels nice. All right, so hey, you know what? We're gonna clear the old palate here. Ice cold water can't beat it. All right, let's go to this guy here and see what the difference would be. Is it big? It might be. Salute, eh? Cheers. All that stuff. Oh my gosh. Alright. It opens up more. I mean, the smokiness, the tannins of the oak, and the woodiness of it. Juniper is there. The honey is definitely there, but the smoky. I'm sitting at a campfire, and there is definitely booze being handed around. It's sweet. Obviously, it's sweet. There's like a buckwheat, like honey flavor, of course. And the juniper's creamy and piney, and and it's oh, it's tingling now. Like the my lips are actually. It might be from the oak. It has to be, right? I mean, there's like orange butter, pine, pine blossom, butterscotch, phantom butterscotch, and vanilla toffee is there because of the smoky. It's like a toffee-esque. I can't wait to make cocktails with this and see what we can do. But oh my gosh, you know the woodiness. Uh, Again, the smoky edge on the back end of the palate. It reminds me of when I was a child and would go to a certain lake in Pennsylvania and fish, and then at the end of the day you'd stink from the lake, from all, from fishing and being in the sun, and you'd sit there at the campfire. I mean, it's bringing me right back to that. I mean, it's very nice. It's resinous. Mm. All right. Well, again, very nice gins. Both of these guys here. I mean, really, I can't tell which one I like even more than the other, because this guy here is way different than this guy here, even though just one thing was done differently in this one. Just one thing. Which is, I guess, a really big difference, because the one thing is you actually could see the difference in these two. All right, well, Barr Hill, Vermont, the upper part, Montpelier, right here. Thank you. I love these bottles, by the way. There's this guy again, if we forget, and the new guy right here, which I'm gonna have to equal him out. Well, from me to you to me, and to everyone else here in cold-ass Middle Tennessee, I wish you a fine adieu, and have a great night, a good evening, a great morning, whatever time of day you're watching this, and always remember, drink gin. Gin is always the answer. Always. Alright. Salud, goodbye, have a good night, a morning. I said that already? I did.